it would be prudent for you to learn when is the best time to talk about these things and when would it be wise for you to take a time out pag nagkakainitan na kayo. One thing that we teach in our sessions in terms of emotions would be to ask yourself if I am a clear glass, if I am a cloudy glass, or I am a red glass. Alam ko, Kap, to. Imagine niyo na lang na glass siya. So, ibig sabihin ng clear glass, you're good. You're thinking clearly. You are not emotional and you can make the best decision. And it's the best time to talk things through. Pag cloudy naman, medyo pwedeng pagod ka, medyo stressed ka, medyo you are not at your optimal self. 50% lang cloudy. So you can talk but you're not there 100% and you might need time out. But yung cloudy, at least alam mo na ganun yung state mo. Kasi pagkausap ka ng spouse mo, na sabi sa'yo, meron tayong kailangan pag-usapan, teka, sandali medyo cloudy ako ngayon. I can't think straight kasi medyo pagod ako or stressed. So si wife, maintindihan niyan or si husband, sige, wag muna nating pag-usapan. Pero ang pinaka-extreme dyan, yung pag-red ka. Tandaan nyo ang red, hindi yan kapag emotionally, yung negative emotions lang. It can be positive emotions. Meaning, may decision kayo, bibili kayo ng kotse, sobra kang happy. Red na red ka, bumili ka agad on the spot. Diba? Yan yung mga bagay na kailangan aware ka din. Pero yung other side naman of that would be your red. You are not in a good state to talk. You are really angry. You are really emotional. Then yan, full stop yan. Na wag na natin gawin. Kasi pag hindi mo full stop yun, it will cause more problems and more content na ayaw mong ilagay doon sa baso. Hey, this is Jason Law and welcome to the Unique Life Podcast where you'll discover your best unique self. We are still in our series on love since it's February. And for today, we will talk about the things that frustrates us are actually coming from a place within us. I love this illustration. I heard this many years ago. So, for example, this is a cup with coffee, and if you bump someone, pag nabangga mo siya, magsispill yung coffee. Pero bakit mo nag-spill yung coffee? Well, syempre, sabihin mo kasi binangga nga. But in reality, nag-spill yung coffee kasi coffee yung nasa loob ng cup. Pero kung yung nasa loob ng cup would be water, yun naman yung magsispill. Or kung juice naman yan, yun naman ang magsispill outside. In other words, kung ano yung lumalabas sa atin, yun yung nasa loob natin. So remember, in any relationship, you will actually encounter pressure, you will encounter circumstances na babanggain tayo, or maybe that can be another person. But what comes out of us, whether it's coffee, milk, tea, or me, kung ano man yung lumalabas sa'yo, yun yung nasa loob natin. So pag binangga ka, lumalabas mo dyan is unforgiveness. Lumalabas mo dyan is bitterness. Lumalabas mo dyan is anger. Or pag binangga ka, lumalabas mo dyan is patience. Lumalabas mo dyan is understanding. Lumalabas mo dyan is love. So no matter what happens to us, if there are shakings in our life, there's bumpings na pwede nating tawagin ganon. Kung ano man yung lumalabas sa atin, tells more about ourselves than others or what they did to us. Kaya pag tayo ay na-offend, ang nangyayari, it's just showing a side of us that we haven't seen before. Have you ever met people like that? Yung may nasabi ka sa kanila, maliit na bagay lang, tapos bigla silang na-offend. Ayun pala, meron pala silang karga na hindi pa nila nare-release or nailalabas. Yung para sa'yo, hindi naman siya malaking bagay, pero biglang may nasabi ka. I think one good example is when Will Smith was offended. And, di ba, nangyari nun, yung pag tayo niya. So, si Chris Rock, no? Tama, no? May sinabi na joke na napakababaw lang naman about his wife, si Jada. Pero si Jada, tinignan niya ngayon si Will, and si Will, bigla na lang siyang out of control, stood up, and then he slapped him. Pero bakit niya ginawa yun? Kasi inside of him, bumangga may lumabas. Ano yung lumabas na yun? Sa insecurity? Na, hey, I haven't really stood up for my wife before, and now this is my chance to do it. So in front of everyone, he committed the worst act that he could ever do to destroy his career in just a few seconds. A career that he has built for decades. Kaya pag na-offend tayo, ask yourself, ano ba yon? So sa relationship, yung offense na yan, it's meant to build our character and to reveal who we are. Kasi kung ano man yung sinasabi ng partner natin sa atin na na-offend tayo, let's not start with siya kasi ang may kasalanan. Let's start first with saan ba nanggagaling yung root ng offense. Marami akong mga nakikita na couples, ang nangyayari is yung lalaki biniblame si babae or vice versa. Kasi ito yung ginawa niya, hindi siya sumusunod, hindi niya ako pinapakinggan. Pero kung titignan mo, yung nasa loob nila is actually hurts that came from their parents na hindi na-resolve. Pansinin nyo yung mga medyo naninigaw, yung mga minsan hindi nila na-check yung temper nila. In front of everyone, they will maybe shout at their spouse or meron silang gagawin na it's not in the ordinary na ginagawa natin. Pansinin nyo, madami sa kanila, meron silang problems with their parents na hindi nila na-resolve. So, there are times na hindi nila kasalanan yun because they were affected when they were still young. Pero kahit na hindi natin kasalanan, we are still responsible for it. Parang kotse, pag bilangga ka, hindi mo kasalanan, nabangga ka, pero you're still responsible for the damage of the car. Diba? At kailangan maging accountable, papaayos mo yan, and so on. So, minsan tayo yung nabangga, pero hindi natin naayos yung sarili natin. And napuno tayo ng bitterness, napuno tayo ng unforgiveness, napuno tayo ng pain. But it is our responsibility to break free from these things. Dahil pag hindi natin siya nagawa, it will remain in us forever and we will blame other people in circumstances na lumalabas na what's inside of us. So what would be the solution to this? Well, you have to really talk things through and maybe ask your spouse, your partner, bakit kaya ganito yung nangyari sa akin? May sinabi ka lang, ito na yung nangyari. For me, it's interesting. May mga ginagawa yung wife ko sa akin na medyo mabilis ako ma-offend. Tapos, bigla na lang one time, nag-click sa akin. Of all cases, or of all occasions, it was Christmas. Tapos nagkakwentuhan sila ng sister ko. My sister who is more than 10 years older than me. So nakita niya when I was still young. And she said, na iniwan pala ako sa ospital ng 3 linggo or 1 month na dahil my mom was afraid of taking care of me dahil ang tagal niya nang hindi nagkaka-baby ulit. So iniwan ako sa hospital. Ang mga babies pala pag hindi sila nakakaramdam ng touch, ng hug, right? Human contact, of course, before hindi pa masyadong advanced yung mga research natin. So, hindi pa advanced yung knowledge natin pagdating sa area na yon. They would do that. Tapos yung mom ko pala before, tuwing naliligo ako, nilalagyan ako ng alcohol sa katawan ko, which sa baby, no yun kasi it would irritate their skin. So, things like that na bigla na lang make sense sa akin. Kaya pala ganun yung sometimes nararamdaman ko na meron feeling of aloneness, feeling of isolation. I am not at fault. Baby ako nun pero I'm responsible to take hold of that emotion, understand where it's coming from, and find a way to overcome it. And the person that you are with, na pinagbibintangan natin sa mga hurts natin dahil nabangga nila yung baso natin, maybe the person who can really help you in terms of finding the root causes and understanding how you can resolve this. So I know this is a topic na medyo malalim-lalim, no? But if there are instances where you don't know how to be free from that which is inside of you, maybe it's time for you to seek help, maybe it's time for you to seek counseling, because that feeling will never go away if we do not understand the root causes of the pain that we are experiencing. And mind you, if you're able to really see that, now you can actually make the decision to change what's inside. Well, this is coffee. I love coffee. But if that coffee is bitter, then maybe it's about time to change it into something that is sweet, something that will make you more attuned with your emotions. Now, importante, no, kapag kayo ay mag-asawa, mag-boyfriend, mag-girlfriend, maganda, nagpa-practice tayo. Yung alam natin kung paano i-express yung sarili natin in a way na hindi tayo nag-aaway kagad, hindi tayo na-personal. Minsan, may hindi nagawa yung partner natin, personal na kagad yun for us. Or minsan, may nasabi sila na para sa kanila wala naman yun, pinipersonal na natin kagad. So, it would be prudent for you to learn when is the best time to talk about these things and when would it be wise for you to take a time out pag nagkakainitan na kayo. You know, one thing that we teach in our sessions in terms of emotions would be to ask yourself if I am a clear glass, okay? If I am a cloudy glass or I am a red glass. Alam ko, Kapto, imagine niyo na lang na glass siya. So, ibig sabihin ng clear glass, you're good. You're thinking clearly. You are not emotional and you can make the best decision. And it's the best time to talk things through. Pag cloudy naman, medyo pwedeng pagod ka, medyo stressed ka, medyo you are not at your optimal self. 50% lang cloudy. So you can talk but you're not there 100% and you might need time out. But yung cloudy, at least alam mo na ganun yung state mo. Kasi pagkausap ka ng spouse mo na sabi sa'yo, meron tayong kanang pag-usapan, teka, sandali medyo cloudy ako ngayon. I can't think straight kasi medyo pagod ako or stressed. So si wife, maintindihan niyan, or si husband, sige, wag muna nating pag-usapan. Pero ang pinaka-extreme dyan, yung pag-red ka. Tandaan nyo ang red, hindi yan kapag emotionally yung negative emotions lang. It can be positive emotions. Meaning, may decision kayo, bibili kayo ng kotse, sobra kang happy. Red na red ka, bumili ka agad on the spot. Diba? Yan yung mga bagay na kailangan aware ka din. Pero yung other side naman of that would be your red. You are not in a good state to talk. You are really angry. You are really emotional. Then yan, full stop yan na wag na natin gawin. Kasi pag hindi mo full stop yun, it will cause more problems and more content na ayaw mong ilagay doon sa baso. So emotionally, are you a red glass, a cloudy glass, or a clear glass? Clear glass means ikaw ay nasa peak state mo pag magme-make ka ng decisions, even in conversations. Ang cloudy naman medyo hazy and you're not 100%, maybe 50%. Tapos yung red glass naman, yan naman yung dangerous pag magme-make tayong decision or if we will have a confrontation, communication with another person. So, ito ang mga red glass ng dominant eos, anger. Bigla na lang silang magagalit, hindi na lang makontrol yung temper nila. Ito naman ang red glass for mga influential boosters. Yung pagdating sa emotional high, meron silang gagawin na desisyon, biglaan or emotionally low, bigla na lang silang mawawala ng parang bula. So you have to be aware. The influential roosters, emotionally, manage it. Tapos, ito naman ang mga steady Carabaos. Sila naman yung mga martyr, nakatago lahat yung emotion na one day bigla na lang sasabog ng parang bulkan. So pag ganyan na, learn how to ask permission and be able to express yourself bit by bit. At ang mga corrective tarsier naman yung mga ultra negastar. Nagiging negative sila kapag red glass na sila. So remember yung mga glasses natin, if napalipas nyo yan, red glass ka, do a time out, the next day that you will be talking again, maybe that's a time when you will be clearer and you can have a good conversation na where you can be objective with your partner. So remember, what's the content inside of you, right? Kung ano man yung nag-spill, yun yung lumalabas. Pero kapag yung mga bagay naman na hindi yung napag-uusapan, napupuno yan nung mga bagay na content na ayaw mo, right? So, one hack would be, are you a clear glass? Are you a cloudy glass? Or are you a red glass? And finally, if you are a clear glass, then that's a time when you can have a healthy conversation, right? Healthy conversations, it's more high intellectual conflict and low relational conflict. Ibig sabihin yan sa partners, hindi kayo laging mag-a-agree. May mga times na kailangan meron tayong healthy conflict na nag-uusap tayo na hindi tayo nag-a-agree, pero we respect each other. However, pag dumadating na yung point na nagkakainitan na kayo, sandali, red na tayo red glass. Pahinga muna tayo. Okay, bukas pag-usapan natin. Prendo tayo. Medyo cloudy, sige, pag-usapan natin ng konti, pero mukhang hindi natin maayos to. Pero pag clear naman, sige, you're thinking clearly, I'm thinking clearly, emotionally, we're both clear, then we can talk things through. Tapos, yung healthy conversation, hindi kayo nag-aaway for the sake na mag-away kayo. Okay? Nagkakaroon kayo ng healthy conversation and sometimes conflict para makita nyo talaga kung ano yung problema and both of you can solve that problem. And if hindi kayo nag-agree together, it's okay. You won't agree on everything. 70% pwede nyo pag-agreehan, pero yung 30%, right? That's according to some studies that's coming out, na there are moments that you won't really agree on stuff, and that's okay. Hindi porket asawa mo kailangan lahat, yung lahat ng kanyang beliefs katulad nung sa'yo. Hindi naman yan parang Xerox copy mo or kailangan mag-comply sa lahat ng gusto mo. That person is an individual and you respect that person as an individual even if you are already together. And that is my hope for everyone here. My hope is for us to be able to change the content of our cup to the content that we want, so that when we get bumped, what spills out would be more positive stuff that can help our partner be their best unique self. So for you, what are some things that you have learned in our conversation right now? And what are the things that you can apply in your relationship? So if that helped you, please share this episode. And of course, follow us on our the podcast on Spotify. And share this episode also to your spouse. Listen to it together, your partner, and even those you have friends who you know can benefit from this episode. And I'm telling you this because I am not perfect. Our relationship is not perfect. And until now, we're learning together. But finding out what's inside of us really helped us move forward, not individually, but move forward together even if we don't agree with each other all the time. Again, this is Jason Lo, and you're tuning in to the Unique Life podcast, where we will discover your best unique self. We'll see you again in the next episode. God bless you all.